Alright, so the global version of Grand Crossbows on Twitter, what's coming for the next update? And it's basically what everyone expected. We are getting Mark II Valenti and Red Easton. We are, so close on catching up Global and JP. It's crazy. Global is literally, just missing. Now it's going to have Valenti and Easton, and then Merlin and Denzo, and then we have the collab. Or potentially Global can have the collab before Merlin. We're gonna see how they're gonna, do everything. I think that it would make sense for them to have the collab before Merlin, just because they probably want to pump the collab as fast as they can, just like they do with KOF and Attack on Titan. But we're gonna see. I mean, a lot of people are saying that they want to summon for the collab, but they're hesitant, which makes sense. But just talk about what they posted here. They posted a video, and I was gonna watch it on Twitter. And I was like in the middle of watching it, I realized this is terrible quality. I didn't realize, oh yeah, there's a YouTube version of it. But basically they're talking about, they're releasing an update for the catastrophe stuff. Valenti and Easton. Valenti is one of my favorite units in the game, like actually. But I do not recommend summoning for her. She's really good. It's just that now she's not good anymore. Like, she was really good. And now she's not anymore because she can't do anything about Merlin. Merlin just destroys her, and I haven't even tested her now that the new Zero characters have come out. She's probably not going to do so good. But, before Merlin release, she was popping off because this card right here is the same card as Sauriel, and she gives herself, crit chance and crit damage. No, it's just pierce rate and crit damage. I thought it was crit chance as well. Pierce rate and crit damage with, her own resistance. Oh yeah, that's why she's actually, not as good as Sauriel, because she doesn't give crit chance. But she does have crit chance increase, right? With her own AoE. And if you pop like a level 3 AoE from her, with the increased crit damage, it's just so much. She hits so hard. But with Merlin, the thing is that Merlin cannot be one-shotted, and she just annihilates you because of it, so... very unfortunate, but she introduces a very fun card, which is nullify all skill effects, including ultimate moves. So if you debuff someone with this, they literally cannot use any like blue text on a card. Let's say they use a rank up, the rank up doesn't work. Goddess Liz Shield, the Goddess Liz Shield doesn't work. If they use like an attack card, like let's say they use the Lost Veins AoE, the ignoring defense part of it just doesn't work. So it's a really fun effect, and I want more units to have this as well. Ram has a similar one where she disables the ultimate things, because this also disables, let's say they use like Escanor's ultimate, the death part of the ultimate just doesn't work. So it's a fun card, but unfortunately I wouldn't recommend something for Valenti anymore. And her banner is so bad. 0.25 for Valenti, 0.25 for Easton, and all these characters right here. We have the 3 Lilias. None of them are like currently like matter or anything. I guess Blue Lily is still a good PvE unit, but for PvP she doesn't do so well. And if you play the game for a while, you definitely have Blue Lily. She's been in so many banners. The old Valenti, which sucks. Blue Easton is still good, but I don't know if I recommend just something for her in 0.25. Both monos are okay. Blue mono is good for PvE. I don't even know if they're gonna have blue mono in this banner because she just came out on global, but we'll see. Red Roxy, Green Shen, and Camilla. Maybe they'll mix it up and change the banner. They might put Green Roxy in here on global. They might make the banner better, but I highly doubt they're gonna raise the rates. So the rates are still going to be 0.25, and I just don't really recommend summoning on, a unit that's not even that good anymore. With 0.25 and then Easton. Easton is good. She has like a passive that's like mostly like, the more catastrophe characters you have in your team, the more damage reduction you have on single target hits. Not even AoE, just single targets. And she takes off ultimate gauge, but ultimately, if you face a player that's has like more than half of a brain, you're gonna get destroyed, so it's sad. So I don't recommend selling this banner, but the events coming with these updates are very good. So they're they're introducing Valenti. Again, Valenti is one of my favorite units in the game, but I have to be realistic. You just don't want to summon for her. Red Easton, and then we're having a Valenti boss. She becomes a robot. It's an interesting boss. I never made a video on this boss fight. But it's a I just saw, like, I thought that he had like 2 Sauriels on his team. I was like, but it's definitely like one player and then the other player. The raid is somewhat difficult if you don't have Sauriel. If you have Sauriel, it's incredibly easy, because Sauriel is strong against the raid. But if you don't have Sauriel, you might want to have a teammate that has Sauriel. It's a dual person raid. So if one of you have Sauriel, you're good. And then they're bringing back all the raids. They're bringing back the Lilia and the Camilla raid as well. So it's a good amount of gems you get from all these fights and everything. And from the raid and everything, you get like one costume for Valenti, Easton. They brought back the Shin and Roxy costumes, and I think this Camilla costume is new. And you can see like the currencies you have should be like all 3 fights should get like all of the currencies to be able to buy everything. But it's just a decent amount of stuff. They might even make it better on global. They sometimes change the shops and stuff. You don't get a free multi on the banner as far as I remember. Like you just get this part 2 ticket. But again, on global they might change it. They might give it a free multi. Global likes to spice up some updates sometimes. But I wouldn't expect it. Well, I was in the show here. Oh yeah, this super boss fight actually I believe released when Escanor came out for GP. I don't remember exactly. I might actually go back here. It wasn't for this patch, I'm pretty sure. Was it when Salt Melly came out? No, I think it was when the 1 came out. I think it was. The 1? No, it was right after the 1. It was with Wing the Lane that this boss came out for GP. It's a very easy boss. Like literally, like it's meant to be easy. Like it's a boss meant to be easy. And I was really excited when I saw that it's a Gilthunder super boss, because I thought they were gonna give Gilthunder a new costume, like a really edgy, cool costume. But no, none of these 3 boys have costumes. Just like the Taizu super boss, where none of the 3 boys had costumes either. You just be there for rewards, which is nice. Like we're currently having one on GP, so I was actually wanted to pull up the ReZero banner because I want to talk about it as well. We currently have one on GP with Jericho and Gilla. If it loads, and it's cool. It's like the easiest super boss ever, and you just get like just casual like super boss rewards. You get the gems and stuff like that, but nothing like crazy. You don't get a new like for this one on GP. You got like a new like Diana costume, but they might not even put it there because maybe they already gave this Diana costume. I don't know. But just in general, this is like a super easy boss fight, and it's just not much to talk about. But I want to talk about this. So a lot of people are, talking about summoning for the Ram banner, or the ReZero banner. And I mean, I don't know when the ReZero patch is gonna come out on global, the ReZero collab, but it might come out in 3 weeks. So we're gonna have Valenti and Easton coming out, this week for global. And then, the only things missing, really, are Merlin and Denzel. If next week we have Denzel coming out, make sure to pull up Denzel. Denzel is a free unit, and he's one of those free units that come out a week before a festival. So if we see Denzel coming out next week for global, for free, that means Merlin's coming out in the next week. But if we don't, there's a high chance that they're actually going to release the ReZero collab first. And if you want to, save your gems for it, I wouldn't say you shouldn't summon because the units are really good, except Beatrice. But I can't really encourage people to summon either because the banner is just absolutely awful. Like 0.25 for each. I have already finished summoning. I'm gonna upload the video of my last summons later. That I've already finished summoning, but it took me 3,000 gems. 3,000 gems to pull 1 Emilia. I'm just saying. So it's like, I wouldn't recommend summoning on the banner just because of my experience, but maybe you'll get luckier. I saw so many people sending me screenshots that first multi they got both Rem and Emilia, and it's like, good for you, but most people are gonna get unlucky. And then the unfeatured units, I pulled Escanor at least 7 times, I want to say. And Fat King, also 6-7 times. The unfeatured units are horrible. They're all just just very outdated old units. Um, and I just can't recommend really summoning on it. But if you want to, I guess you go for it. There's nothing else in the horizon. Like, other than this banner and Merlin, there's nothing else that JP has had that Global hasn't. So there's only two things to look for that we already know they exist, that Global still has to get. So either in 2 weeks, right, we're gonna get Merlin for Global, or this banner. You pick and choose whichever you want. I'm just saying Merlin is a very good unit now, especially with this new addition of these characters, because they're all unknown and she's an unknown type character, and they kind of boost her up. So there's kind of like an unknown type thing right now in JP. I wouldn't say it's the meta, the one is still like the best thing, but you know, it still competes, and that's what matters. Like Emilia is definitely the best unit in the banner. It's either between Emilia and Ram, and I'll have to give it to Emilia just because the one, she not having type disadvantage also like really matters, and her ultimate is the same one as Lost Vein. But you know, if you have like between like 1/6 Emilia and 1/6 Ram, maybe Ram is better, because Ram is all about her cards, not about her ultimate. But Emilia is just so insane. And like, if you don't summon, you can still like win no problem. You're gonna be doing just fine with the one. The one is just so good. But if you want to spice it up, I guess the Reserve Club is good. It's just, I don't know, man. But yeah, this is the only things to look for in the horizon. Either Merlin comes out in 2 weeks, or this banner, and then Merlin should come out 2 weeks after the banner. If it's the ReZero collab, Merlin should come out 2 weeks after the ReZero collab. If it's Merlin first, and then 2 weeks later will be this unit, or this, you know, banner. Global is definitely still going fast. They want to catch up to JP, and the best way to do it is by releasing all these like contents like really fast. Because JP, between Merlin and this banner was a month. But Global is definitely going to shorten that gap. Definitely. Because they want to catch up to JP. So, yeah. Recommend skipping this current banner, but the content is nice. There's a lot of stuff to do. Again, the raids are going to keep you occupied. But, oh man. Good luck if you summon for the ReZero collab banner. Good luck.